excuse me, what was that?
I don't know. Where did that come from?
That was the sound I make when I catch nades, I suppose.
Okay, that one peaked a little bit right there.
Did.
Sorry, everybody.
And he's going for the cheeky fallen headshot angle. Nothing to report. Ellion's in, and I think they might have the sight. Hampus has got so much on his plate. Does very well to get one on the way in. And unfortunately for Plopsky, Ellion is on one. He can do it all. I think they might have to just concede already.
Not another save. It's just so that the AWP of the secondary nature can't be ski ninjas. That's it. And they are the dark horse of this group. Now, like we've been speaking, Yanko said that just the sheer amount of matches that they've been playing in the similar amount of time frame compared to NIP, it's over double. So with that, you know that these guys have been going through the reps. The only thing that is the differentiating factor is going up against tier 1 teams in the spotlight of being in Pro League, right? So as long as they can keep their nerves curbed, online environment should be able to help with that. And we might see another CIS team really making a mark here. Obviously, Fours did well in their group. We all know we've got Gambit as well. Navi, top of the charts right now. Virtus Pro and Spirit did not get across the line. So I guess we need some CIS replacements. And why not these guys? I mean, CIS is just, it's stacked with talent, isn't it? It's absurd when you think about just how many individuals have promising games and moments. So many AWPers as well.
Yeah, definitely. Power, a free agent as well. Speaking of Fours earlier. Yeah, Crad booked. No!
Saved.
He's been saved. Forrester bails him out of trouble. They're both in the smoke. The bullets are in the right place. And they do combine, but as the dust settles, it's down to Device. If they do choose to commit, Device is responsible for all of this, and there's still a smoke up, so they could be in pit. That uncertainty's led him into a much wider line. He's tucking in just. Oh, dear.
Not just.
Ellion's there in time.
Anything but just. Oh, and the flash as well. They're happy just to mix up the way they want to contact across here.
He'd do well to find Ellion. Ellion's just prepared. I think we're going to be having him on form as well. That's 2 influential rounds out of his AWP. 2 for 2. And as are Entropiq.
Now, I know this is very, very early days here, and I don't even mean within the context of this map. I just think with NIP, with the revolving door of the 5th man, seems to be something that's plagued NIP for almost their entire existence. When you go back and you think about Fifi, Alu, the constant changing of the guard over there. But this is obviously a completely different roster, a completely different look. One of the concerns, I think, like Rez makes sense, Pampus makes sense, Device makes sense. I think we need more out of Plopsky.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when he was the most influential member of the NIP for like a period of 6 months, and it did synchronize with the Krieg.
Yeah, because we're not expecting, like, unless... Okay. Well, that's a lovely find. That was a team flash as well right there. You can see Nickelback.
That's the dreamiest Molotov for Hampus. He has full vision and the element of surprise. He wishes someone had pushed on it and has nothing to report on his look. Now flashes through the doors, a little wild step. They're being a bit lazy about this. Oh, and Lackey was responsible for the bomb and the short push. Could fall apart here for Entropiq. Counting on Crad, could get overwhelmed and potential.
Так, никого нету, да? Ну, что ж. Тогда название ты будете. Тут надо там постримить, по идее, немного. Я ж не с самого начала стримлю. Такс. Кстати, воспроизведение 2 набивает все я, по-моему.
Oh, and he won't even get to hold on to the org there. So Crad denying the escape. He's going to get his 8th kill, his 3rd in the 8th round of play. And now we're setting our sights on what NIP can offer on up here. The money is all over the place. You've got Device. He's able to buy. Everybody else, not enough money whatsoever. So knowing that the deals worked before, maybe that will lull NIP into going for a force buy here. Device has purchased one of the hand cannons, and I think that's it. So just USPs for everybody else. Oh, and tagged Hampus. Very, very low early. More to follow. It's a shooting gallery in mid right here.
Yeah, he's having some fun, getting tested, and he gets 3 for his troubles. So Elian passes his deathmatch warm-up.
Yeah, it's a nice way to warm the AWPer up in mid, isn't it? Just be like some buzzards, just allow him to pop your heads off.
Little headshot angles, so he really gets to be precise about it.
Okay, Device has found one. He's going to try and get away here. That smoke at least is going to guise his cross just.
Nice try. NT in the chat. Elian with 4.
And an assist.
And an assist on through the door. All right, well, their cash has balanced out nicely. You will get to see an influential CT AWP. This is the Elian DM we were alluding to.
You don't get these very often, right? The fact that all of them just down the corridor. You don't have to flick the crosshair around. Up and down with that crouch keep. And we do have a CT-sided NIP timeout called here. So just discussing how they want to get this half underway. Still early days. Still very, very early days. And only 1 round in it. I just can't believe, like, I thought coming out of the break, you've got Device in the team. It's a massive signing. You know, the team has everything that they need. The management are talking about how great their process is with the 5th man. They're loving it. You'd think you'd come out and you'd be showing some form, right? You'd be hot to trot. I can't argue if they're going to come out hot or not, but the way that Liquid did last night was an absolute scorcher. Like, Elige and Fallen, it's not the combo I'm expecting. I'm thinking like Elige and Naf. But wild scenes is we're out long again, and look at the faith of Forrester on his teammates' flashes.
Yeah, they better be good, and they were. Look at his pressure. He goes for fights, very ambitious fights, mind you. It's kind of like they were calling out Device, saying, "Let's see you hit these shots. Prove to us." Oh, Nickelback catches him on the boost. 2 of them just sitting ducks, and he collects. They are walking up long. A run boost established. Way throwing their teammate and the bomb across, and Nickelback sitting head down, loudly considering a boost. I'm not convinced. Lackey might be in trouble though. Catches the nade. Elian in support. Elian would need to find a multi-kill here, and well, there's the first. Smoke for him to play around. Oh, he's getting flanked. He's aware of it, but not quite enough. Hampus, good timing on the push.
Crazy that NIP recovered that. It really felt like that was a great round from Entropiq there. It all just slowly fell apart. 2 odd kills, manifesting for NIP, working hard for those.
Yeah, Nickelback's double, you just think, right, it's over.
Yeah, boxed them in, right? They had no sight control. Nickelback at this point right here, right? He sees, kills the sight guy, kills a guy boosting up. At that point, there is nobody in the A site. So you think that Entropiq should be able to get enough done with the knowledge of Nickelback's kills to win them the round. So they knew what was coming, they knew what they were dealing with, and, well, it still falls apart. So let one slip just there, did they? Here we go again.
Frustrations do seem to be certainly mounting. But as soon as that happened last time, all it takes is a wild Crad or a wild Nickelback to once again post that double entry, and Bob's your uncle. Smoke exchange, so they'll have to respect that.
Double AWP setup here immediately brought out, right? So they're actually being quite flexible with the positioning of Rez and Device. Rez is actually the one AWPing over towards A right now. Device towards the back of Plat, and he's pretty much on his own here. So we'll return to that if there does look like it will be a B finish. They're walking on this short control.
Yeah, he got crouched under as well, so he's given up the line, and given up short.
Ooh, if they go for an A execute here, right, this is going to be difficult for Entropiq. They have lined us over towards Goose. Rez will be baiting him in with his presence from A ramp. Plopsky to lock down long. And Hampus can be the quick man to rotate up the spawn ramp as well. And Device is even pressing forward. They know this is going to be an A finish.
They do, and they've even caught Crad through mid. The one way for Forrester, they just have to not feed the beast here. High flash, turned nicely. Eaten by Linus. That's a bit of a slip-up. May not cost him because Rez is here, and Rez's AWP is connecting. Could be a third. Can't quite find them in the flames. But Elliot, Nickelback running out of options and running out of time as well. 30 seconds, got to find a way back in. And if anything, only further deterred is all onto Nickelback. Too many heads. And the double AWP is maintained as well. Nip, pull away, 6-5. And it has been relatively even trading throughout. We haven't seen anyone with a large or gargantuan lead. That 3-0 from NIP's pistol immediately equalized. 5-6, NIP pulling away. And looking at the buy, it is going to be a little light for some members of the Entropiq gang.
Okay, so an AK for Nickelback, a scout for Elian. You think a mid to B, oh, nice little tag there. You think a mid to B might be an option here, knowing you are up against double AWP setup, but long again.
There are some AWPers that are particularly in tune with that double doors cross. Oh, ouch. Hampus has been given a very, very stern warning shot. Been allowed to retreat. And they're, oh, Forrester, did he just take a little passing glance? He didn't spot them. They just now have taken full control very early into the piece. This is promising for the Ninjas. They can play a very dynamic CT side with the information they have. And just that deagle from Forrester should have, oh my God, no issues, I guess. Linus down. All of that ground lost.
Kind of begging for that, right? They took this long control. That's what forced NIP to go for that type of play for info. So ready for it now in Entropiq, and they've sold it. It's going to be long. They're actually going to come up short here. So action on Plopsky.
Krad's walking up on this cross as well, yeah. So 3 of them battling for short control. Plopsky's been found, rumbled, and more impact out of Nickelback.
Krad's already across here.
Yeah, he was well ahead of the pack, and element of surprise.
What is this,
blind
Krad?
spot, I love it.
What is this?
He should have him dead to rights here. Like, the round is won, but orbs are going to be lost as well. There's one. Hampus put on the floor. Device holding on to his as best he can. I wonder if they go around the world. Do they have time?
They can. You've got Ellen and Forrester going through T-spawn. Device is now trying to flee in that exact direction. They're going to cut him off at the pass here.
Okay, Device does have an...
Oh!
Who is responsible for that dink? Make yourself known. Who is doing that?
I'm just going to have a little... Oh, no, I'm not.
Bloody hell. Another big one out of Nickelback, because at that point, it did look like NIP had a voice in the round. He gets caught out, Plopsky on short. It was Elian? No, he finished the job. I think Forrester was the one to hit the dink. That's mad. Wow.
Crazy. Okay, well, it's forced NIP into a force.
Nade off the nostrils. Still takes one. They'd love the org, and Hampus is going to put his whole life on the line. He has to stay now. The Flames have forced him forwards, and now, well, actually,
keep going.
It works wonderfully for Hampus. He's punished Lackey as well. Okay, NIP have been given a real gift here. Courtesy of Hampus and his aggressions. Take some gambles. It's put them in a real opportunity to return with a 7.
Did he see both?
I'm not sure.
If his keen eyes saw both on the cross there, they can operate under the assumption it's a 2-2 split right now. They can't go for a 3-2, sorry, a 3-1 in confirmation, but they definitely know 2 crossed. If Krad finds Hampus here getting a little bit too aggressive with this org, this round is back on because Nickelback is flirting with long still. Elian is not leaving spawn.
Hampus just wants to win the round on his own, okay? Oh, and that smoke might imply Krad. Funky business! Wasn't expecting that.
Wow. What a move. They can just stroll into the site right now. It's completely clear.
That's a cool move. Mantling through your own Xbox smoke. Oh, and he's actually going to catch it before it fades as well. He's using it again to great success, Krad. Oh, and he catches him again. Nice reactions out of Plopsky, but should be round defining. Retake's not going to be easy. Certainly no kit. If they were given the gift of a frag after these flames fade, they'll have a look. Swinging wide, it's on an AWPer, so Elian, I was going to say if he missed a shot, but doesn't seem to be in his repertoire today. 14 already. This is T-side AWPing and it's high impact. He's at the very tippy top of the scoreboard.
Interesting to see NIP taking it to Ancient next. We did see Entropiq pick up a win against Furia yesterday, and Yenko was pointing out the fact that Entropiq in that Ancient, before that fact, wasn't going too well. I believe we checked in with it was like 0-5 or something in the last couple of months. So they're Ancient, not looking hot to trot, but coming into Pro League, if I am this team, Entropiq, I'm spending a lot of time making sure I button up my weaknesses.
Certainly. And also, NIP have made no secret of their preference for Ancient. I mean, they've been one of the first to try and integrate it into their map pick. Most teams who've picked it so far in Pro League have conceded it, admittedly.
It's weird how that's worked out.
I do believe that was, and I think this is, I'm stealing your point from before, but I think that was the case for Vertigo when it was introduced as well. You know, like as it starts, teams that start thinking and picking it get caught out by,
Короче, я тут.
you know, a team that aren't willing to pick it, but have definitely had it in
Короче,
the shop
о,
and lines, clearing it.
Форестер прописывает ЛНЗ набил. Блин, что за никины? Или он разменивает девайс. Девайсом. Флопский. Флоп. Бля. На самом деле, о, нихуя. Если бы сейчас забрал табом, вообще так охуенно было. Эллен забирает. Ну, кстати, напоминаю то, что коэффициент у Entropiq меньше, то есть на непов больше верят в непов, потому что они видят на этой карте. Ну да, блять, в том-то и дело. Но, бля, у меня там Скар взял вообще на идеях. Завтра же история России? Не, завтра всеобщий добивник. У нас в среду или во вторник 2 истории России. По-моему. Но вот завтра точно всеобщее. Да, ты зайди в этот Viber. А иначе, кстати, я стримить-то не могу. У меня до 28 ноября бан. Нужно ждать. Меня кикнули там, Бля, ну я могу даже скрин скинуть. Как она типа побазарила с этой училкой. А чё тебя кикнули-то?
Knows just from the utility alone what that implies. He's Elian's across.
Oh, that's such a good molly.
Yeah, you can't walk up on him at all. Krad's still worried about short.
He knows where it is.
Exactly where
Так, ну я вроде скачал.
He doesn't quite catch a glimpse of Krad. Now he engages though, playing with the Orpha.
Хампус.
Take a shot and defended nicely.
Краб. Я его убиваю.
Entropiq, there's touching distance of closing out dust too. We're going to take a quick break and see if NIP's T side will fill us with hope.
Надо пиарить канал. Сейчас скину ВК. Чё, где, когда? Все, я скину. Надо прорекламировать этот канал, короче, всем нашим и все. О, 2 зрителя, кстати. Для ноунейм аккаунта это неплохо. Ой, показывают раскидочки, нихуя себе, девайсик. Эти девайсы, да. Где оформление, пивдел? В смысле оформление? Оформление я сам сделал. Я взял уже готовый фон, который у меня был в запасе. Взял их эмблемы и ВС поставил. Все, например. Ничего трудного. А Photoshop все корректирует. Ровненько там получается. А чё девайсик-то, блядь, своим недоопытом делится? Ладно, девайсик хорошо играет, конечно, но... О, показывает очень интересно на самом деле. Просьба подписаться. Канал. Новый. Бля, я экран расширял, это, конечно, жесть. Начало стрима просто сидел и расширял, чтобы красиво смотрелось без черных полосок, а в итоге они до сих пор есть. На мудер.
Or asking for your team to use flashbangs and just try to get some good angles. That's mainly it, and hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, feel free to use it in a match, guys.
Ура, блять. Девайс свою нудотину закончил.
From devices tutorials to a device official. He's once again in that NIP jersey and in pursuit of glory. One of the largest and most record-breaking, game-breaking.
Первую мапу простримлю и, наверное, закончу. Entropiq, кстати, 3 раунда лидирует. Кстати, девайс не самый крутой в нипах. Так 2 зрителя. Это кто на? Если ты про Entropiq и не пов соглы. Опы. Опу. А я на нави вообще не попадаю. Или вот... И аккаунт у меня застрайкнут. Что я сделал? Новый ебал. They're so mobile, they're so dynamic, it does eventually get one out by Klopski with some long-range Glock work too. He was only supposed to be good for one, and he's still alive, still taking a lot of space, going for a plant no less, plant for tons as well. Блядь, за Entropiq, нахуй. За девайсы, блядь. Нет, меня один раз страйкнули и сказали, жди до 28-го. Я не могу стримить, мне говорит то, что ну у вас страйк. Ждите 28 ноября. 7-й раунд, клатч.
No armor, no problem. Said I wanted more out of Klopski, right? So we needed to see more from this kid within the team, and that's huge. That is huge right there. Crazy, in the 2 games of play that we have had so far today, we've had 2 Glock aces.
Oh, the second was great onto Forrester, and then he pulls out this. Needed the clean headshot onto Nickelback, 1v3, and after everything, Krad doing everything he possibly could, it just falls foul, thanks to one man.
На других стримах же есть зрители, почему бы у меня не смотреть? Я смотрел, там по 20, по 30 зрителей у людей сидят. Ну-ка, лаки. Не, лаки, не лаки, не лаки. О, нет лаки.
Relevant at the very least, maybe even baiting Forrester in. I wonder if they don't check him.
Oh, they're clearing. Oh, he's not looking. The gap, Forrester.
Oh, he's got 2 sitting ducks right in front of him here. Is it on the menu?
Ой, бля, какой бой! Какой бой! Нахуй, стоит 8-й раунд, ой, блядь. Не, здесь смотреть нехуй. Блядь. Лучше как-нибудь на нави да выкрутился. Это пиздец. Форестер, нахуй, ну что такое, блядь?
Able to course correct
Я бы лучше
He
сделал.
knows how close they were to potentially converting that one, and now just down to the pistols here. NIP with both
С
pistols and
Галилем.
both conversions.
Серьезно.
That's
Really
6
important
rounds
point.
for
Yeah.
them.
Хотя у них
And it could
это...
be, you know, deceptive in the current scoreline. We'll see when the weapons get back out for the boys of Entropiq.
А,
The weapons come back out obviously in the next round. There's nothing to be said about this one, right,
No,
Chad?
this one's all good.
Don't have to get excited. There's no threat.
я на другие стримы не очень... Ну,
Camp.
Facility.
на другие матчи вообще не попадаю. Нави у нас ночью, нахуй.
I don't really know how the DEFCON
Либо,
work.
What
блядь,
does DEFCON mean? Does it stand for
And
something?
like, I know there's a
либо
red alert.
утром,
Is there a
блядь,
yellow
или
alert,
чё вот,
amber
короче.
alert, a yellow? I think there
There's
is.
definitely
В прошлый
yellow
раз
alerts.
вообще в час
People
ночи
say
они
it's on their phones.
играли.
Yeah. But look out for a
Green
black
alert?
Escalade
That
or something.
wouldn't be an
Против
alert.
Фейс.
Green, I
Well,
suppose.
maybe the green alert is pick up your trash.
Oh, okay,
Trash
get like a
image.
recycling angle.
Yeah. And a yellow alert is be on the lookout for,
Lightning,
and, well, like, bad guys.
bad guys.
Because amber alerts, normally when we're in the States, are to do with, like,
Ah, yes.
you know, that people have kidnapped children.
Yeah. Like, look out for a Peugeot 106 going 100 miles an hour or something.
Yeah, I feel like a red alert is, hey, there's like a tactical nuke coming in your direction, or an earthquake.
9-9,
Different
походу.
levels of severity.
Ну, 9-9.
Not, and it's also, of course, a real-time strategy game from the early 2000s.
That is true. That is very true.
I used to play Rise of Nations. That was my poison I picked after my Age of Empires phase.
What do you reckon is the next big RTS game? Do you reckon like StarCraft gets like StarCraft? Is there a StarCraft 3?
Как весело.
Is there?
StarCraft 3, Warcraft 3.
Yeah, well, there is no new RTS. I wouldn't be surprised if
Тут даже ставки бы не спасли ничего. Ну, кстати, ровно, да, но вообще не весело.
Yeah, they want to make like
Идут-то вровню.
do the full Furby adventure,
Yeah.
5v5 tactical shooter,
the mobile phone game.
mobile phone game.
Ой, второй ансиент вообще будет скучно смотреть.
Hold up a second.
And Furbies, I think, were specifically
Надо
coded
фурию поймать. Поймать фурию, блядь.
just come alive when
Сегодня
you
был
see
стрим фурии, да, я не мог
Alright, well, we've
постримить.
received from Yanko the
У
Defcon
меня был
levels.
бан.
Oh, cool. And Devices not found
Бля, ну
anything on
ч-
his pot shots. We're into a big one. This is Entropiq's first buy. Let's see if NIP minus those pistols and conversions can still be a threat. Alien is a
Блядь,
threat.
да
Look at this.
поебать.
Trigger instantaneously upon the flash.
Молодец.
Does not care for Rez and his team's
Серьезно,
flashbangs.
у тебя
He hit
настолько,
this
думаешь,
with
реакция
the
хорошая, блядь?
It's not far off.
I wonder if teams are going to start like baiting that with like the hinge smoke drop
Or
and
like
have
your-
someone peek out like out, you know?
Or like a decoy. You just throw the decoy in the hinge.
True.
Boop.
Alright, well. Alien gets another chance and almost gets another one flash. Bodyguarded by Nickelback. And this is
блядь.
2 kills now in the favor of Entropiq.
I just said lol. Sincerely.
Как весело.
Ruffle the Mao. Well, Nickelback smoked off, so at least Device gets to have a look. They're going to give him something. Gets his frag, and oh no, Linus has got 1-2. Entropiq dropping the ball here, and now they're about to isolate Forrester. He's all alone, no nades, just his M4 to keep him company, and 3 Swedes hungry for his blood.
Oh, he's just going to have to hide here back at the side. He's spotted now.
Oh yeah, and that's the end of that. What a turnaround. This was a 3 versus 5. And more impact, admittedly, out of Linus as well. Should talk about that.
The thing is, like, you can't even fault Entropiq because they tried to do a team-based move,
Yeah.
right? As they were coming through the doors and Nickelback was pushing spawn, there was a flash, right? This was something that they were doing as a team. We'll give you the highlights because this will just be a save round now. You might be able to catch what I'm talking about here in a second. So this is how it started. This one went wrong. So the flash comes,
He pulls the trigger.
right? The flash definitely can't. There you go. So, and this is the thing, Linus is blind as well. So they were doing a team-based play with each other, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, they both got flash killed.
And that's the hard thing, right?
Yeah.
Like what
Hey.
they've done there is teamwork. So it's so hard to be like, oh, Entropiq, what did you do? Like, you actually tried to do something as a squad. So that sucks for them right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've casted many games where there just wouldn't have been a flash, and that would
Бля, может мне в КС пойти, это будет это веселее.
isolation. But they actually
Я сонный
and
буду
everything
играть
right.
в
I understand
КС,
what
это
you're saying. It's
веселее.
framed perfectly by my fantastic color commentator.
Ой,
You can see
блядь.
10-9 as they call the timeout. So that was the first gun round, and NIP have passed the test. So not only the 3-0 conversions in both, They got themselves the first gun round, and that was at a 3v5 disadvantage. Dude.
Yeah, that one could really come back to haunt Entropiq here because they're already doing it the hard way with the situation we're talking about with these pistol losses. So that was a round that feels like it's a must convert with that start to the round. And now they're just going to be limping on in with the saved weaponry. I think the positive we have here is Crad was looking pretty tidy in that first half, and Elian AWP was looking scary. So if you have a move right now, Nickelback, that you want to call for your team, if you have a little place to set up your AWP for a frag or two, this is the moment. Util, Kevlar, some upgrades, a chance.
Если Entropiq
Across with two.
и 10 берут, то ты знаешь, как будто тренировка ботов. И там они идут всегда все время вровню. Вот тут то же самое. Матч ботов.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. Bit nerdy from Elian, and he's got the support of Nickelback as he seems to be summoned to be. Leaving only Nickelback's Teague responsible for doors. If they start dumping Util, which they are, Rez clears out close doors. Crad starts his campaign up short. Two ninjas mantle up. Forrester flash forward. He's going for this. Rez gobbles up the flash. He does take the frag. That's a solid delivery from the Entropiq aggress. Chill your beans here, Nickelback. He's allowed to get away, and they are starting to accelerate.
Yeah.
To the metal, straight into A. No one to receive. Crad could do something here, and he's missed his opportunity. Klopsky quite the contrary. It's Nickelback's Teague that gives us something to talk about, and I do fear these CTs will have very little impact. Another one out of Nickelback. They have to go for it now. Surely Elian is at least getting interested. Mantle's up short. To contest.
There's a kit again on Crad's body. There's still a chance.
There's a small chance. It's long side. Lackey would need to hit something with his P250. Plopsky, prime position, pre-aim, and jiggles him a little.
А вот я не знаю, что это. Это, короче, нажимаешь, тут тебе рекламка всплывает, ты скачиваешь. Это когда торрент игры скачиваешь, короче, много раз. Тебе вот такие хуйни, короче, кидают. Они никакое место не занимают, но мне как-то лень все чистить, короче. Ну, не знаю, что, вот почему желтый на пепси, не красный, не знаю.
Bonus weapons to be carried on over.
Again, I want to continue to sing the praises of Plopsky here. 23 kills for him.
Кого я их скачивал? Вот я вот когда форзу скачивал, мне что-то вот, наверное, из этого и скачалось, наверное. Я не скачивал, это даже не игра, наверное, понимаешь? Это просто реклама, наверное. Вот, GTA Next RP тоже реклама, GTA Криминальная Россия тоже реклама, прикинь. Ты знаешь, что такое реклама, наверное? Рекламные ярлыки, гений. Это когда ты с торрента скачиваешь, все рекламные ярлыки еще дают. Мне их лень чистить, поэтому. Так, алло, игры работают, и хер с ним. Антивирусник. Нормально все. Так Форза работает, например. Резидент работает. Все игры, которые у меня скачаны, работают. Тем более эти ярлыки просто вот так удаляешь, и все, ничего, никаких вирусов нет. Кстати, если что, я сейчас батл запускал. Во, батла, о. Не, это жесть, я сейчас отрублюсь. Так, губка Боб, там DVD надо. Он писал то, что DVD надо какое-то. У меня вообще нет DVD прямо. Ставьте диск. Кстати, губка Боб пипец очень лагает. Очень лагает губка Боб. Бля, у меня батла вроде запущена. Запущена батла. Пожалуйста, вставьте диск с игрой в DVD привод. А я же запускал эту игру нахуй. Без диска все типа. А, стой, я же удалял все это, бля. Это пустые ярлыки. Я же удалял и чистил компьютер. Видишь, смотри, кстати, торрент, игруха. Я все удалял. Геометрия Dash. Загрузочный кружочек. Не, я передумал, короче, во что-либо играть, я сейчас отрублюсь. Поэтому заканчиваю этот недострим. Ну тогда 28 ноября. Стой, а когда у нас начнется мажорчик? Ну вот этот нормальный турик, короче, мощный который. Он когда начинается? Е. Ну вот как раз таки. Мне 28 ноября. И это разбанят. Будем мажор смотреть хули. Е. Ну, ой, бля, у меня батла спустил. Это со стримоном. Со стримом. Она так. Ой, короче. Все, покер.